All right, everybody. Welcome back to Juan Bash episode 3. I'm here with my boys, 8-Bit Benny, Thug Nuggets, and Jerk Weed. Thanks everyone for joining us. And this episode, we are hot off the heels of the most prestigious invitational only fighting game tournament of the year. And of course, I'm talking about the Kumite. So we're going to be recapping all the events that happened at the Kumite. We're going to be talking about Nick Bash friendlies. We got some Kerfluffle announcements. We're going to be talking a little more about Benny Bang Bus. And I think we're going to get the first glimpse of the El Fuerte tattoo that Ken and John both agreed to get if they lose the Street Fighter 4 tournament at Juan Bash 4. But before we get into anything, I want to thank all of our viewers out there who joined the cause and get in. Hinoko Shiju added to Kingdom Fighters 15. You guys heard us, and SMK heard your voice. As soon as we put up that video and asked for your support, she got added the next week. So
there
thanks
are
to all the
dozens of
viewers
you
out there for getting her added. So we got lots to cover. Carlos, I'm gonna go to you first. I mean, you're widely known as the premier FGC tournament organizer in the world, but you're also a top player in your own right. The Kumite was actually your first super major. Can you walk us through your overall thoughts on the tournament?
Well, glad you chose me because I was pretty intimidated and shaking with the competition that was lying before me with the Rue Bear, 8-Bit Benny, Jerkweed, and Ice Mario, and Mr. Hunter. It was pretty tough. We started it off with Acme All Stars. Well, we tried to start it off, and it wasn't
We'll get
working.
into that in a second.
Listen, that Acme All Stars, what do you call it? Debacle cost me a win. I was about to dominate Acme All Stars.
Nah, you got lucky. We'll never know.
I mean, Ken, you did look unstoppable going into that first game of Acme All Stars.
It's real easy when he can pause the game to steal the
Oh
ball.
my gosh! See, and that's what it is here. Like, just because he thinks I was pausing it the whole time, it wasn't me. Like,
Was it a setup?
It was a setup, indeed. Yeah, it was in fact, and it did benefit him.
What do you mean? You just unpause it and call it a day and keep going.
I couldn't unpause it. Only you could.
Listen, I unpaused it and we started playing it, and it just because I was so dominant, we had to change the game for whatever reason. Like, I just felt that right there contributed to my downfall in the later stages of the tournament. Just saying.
I gotta say, there's a huge momentum swing after that. You're carrying all the momentum going into that game. As soon as it got switched out, things just didn't seem to fall your way. John, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, but you finally did it. After 89 consecutive second place tournament finishes, you finally finished first in several tournaments on the biggest stage of them all. Can you talk us through what meaning these first place finishes mean to you at the Kumite tournament?
It was. I feel like I overcome the hurdle when I got first place in Perfect Dark. I finally beat Ryan in a video game. It was I called my mother afterwards. Y'all didn't see it because I ran out, but it was a huge moment for me. So going round 1 against Juan and Ken and going 16-0 because they couldn't kill anybody was what a great way to start. That's probably why I won so much.
Actually, let's call Mom right now just to confirm that she indeed called you.
Oh no! Don't let her feel left out. We can't. I lie. You can't confirm these baseless claims.
Like I
And
said,
then
man, that whole the Acme All Stars led to me not being able to focus on Perfect Dark, and then also we could have played GoldenEye, but instead we played Perfect Dark.
it's the same game.
It's not. Upset.
Well, I'll tell you something. I was a little disappointed we couldn't get some Acme All Star action.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't know.
what's
I don't know
sad?
if
No, the
somebody
worst
was
part is we have
sabotaging
teams.
it, or if the truth was that the machine wasn't working, because we tried everything, right? We swapped controllers. What do you think, John?
Oh no, it's a common problem on the Retron 3 that those things are just terrible. Yeah, it's just
So you're
yeah.
saying the machine sucks?
The machine sucked. Yeah, it was Brian didn't build it, so it was okay, but he does in fact still own it.
I think it
All right,
works.
Yeah.
No,
it
it's
worked.
definitely the machine.
Did it work after we all left?
I play that thing once a year for the Royal Rumble, bro. So we'll see. We'll see in a couple months.
No, we're not using
right.
Ethne again. We will
We're never gonna use it. We're gonna retire it.
yeah,
Is
we're
that
gonna
what
go
you're saying?
Office Space on it because it ruined Acme All Stars.
Okay.
Whoa, he's gone.
Oh,
Oh, he hit the wrong button.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, you gotta start your camera. I don't. You left the channel, man.
Who, me?
Yeah.
and some of you viewers might be asking us why would we be using one of those systems? Why not just emulate it? Well, that's not the point. That's not the point of us playing those games on the actual systems, So, like, if we played it in under emulation, like it just wouldn't feel the same, I think. So we wanted to keep it legit. We were playing them on those TVs, right next to each other, and giving us that bit of nostalgia, like going to your friend's house, popping in the new game and experiencing it for the first time, and sometimes like people that have been playing it. So yeah, that's why we don't do emulation right now.
This being said, just so Ken can't have any kind of illusions in the future, Juan and I have chipped in to buy you a gift, Ryan. You can open it now.
Oh,
Please hold it up to the camera.
what is it?
Oh my god, look how fancy this was.
It's in a plastic.
Check out your brand new system. This will play games and both controllers will
Oh
work.
my god,
And it's got HDMI capabilities.
dude!
No shot.
Yeah. Does HDMI and it'll work. That's the best part about it.
You guys didn't
Now
have to
there's
do
no
that.
excuse of pressing start on Acme All Stars the next time we play.
Yeah, exactly. Juan forced me, we gotta. Maybe there might be a side tournament at the Kerfluffle now.
Show it to the camera. Let's see what that is.
That came courtesy of my store Play Raven. Y'all can
Man,
check out Play Raven in Eldersburg, Maryland.
Heck
dude,
yeah.
this is amazing.
Shout out to also to Adabel for saving us a trip, delivering it, and packaging it.
Dude, you guys didn't have to do this.
Oh, it's too late.
Crazy.
We've already done it.
That's all jerk, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, and they didn't have to do that, but I think we had a good enough time. We had like a great time and
Oh yeah,
experience.
you made the party. Yeah,
You
we were just
know,
paying you back.
the planning. You're like, yeah, dude. Like, of course, they would give you the tools to hold something like that again. So fuck yeah. I mean,
Well,
you bleep that.
well,
That being said, those controllers that come with it are terrible, but we can use the original controller.
you can. All right. Well, Royal Rumble 2024.
Yeah.
Me All Stars is going down.
Oh,
All right.
Put it on the calendar.
very cool.
Thank you guys. That's
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
Now, I gotta say, we gotta talk more about Kumite. We only talked about Perfect
Yeah, we
Dark.
do. I mean, I got set up. But what was the following after Perfect Dark?
Killer Instinct was
Oh.
game number 2 on. I feel like those are some of the sweatiest matches. I mean, that's one game where it's really.
Wish I knew how to play it properly, man.
You got in second place, asshole.
Hey, that's basic fighting game fundamentals. Got me second place.
I grabbed my my Kumite packet.
Oh yeah, I got
Oh,
mine too.
Did you take notes?
I didn't take notes, other than
No, I didn't.
I did keep track of this amazing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 bracket that is in no way weighted against me.
I got results. I forgot where my packet is.
That's all good.
But
So
I got the results for a game. I
Yeah.
don't know. Well, it's not clean, but should I show Perfect Dark? Or, no, we're on Killer Instinct.
yeah, we're on Killer
So,
Instinct. Yeah.
all right, this is what I have. So yeah, John, you did get second place. I do remember my match with Ryan. It was pretty heated. It was very close, but you know, champ won. So
you know, I gotta say, we ran a Perfect Dark tournament at Juan Bash, and hats off to my boy uh, Juan J-Lo, who took it home. But I felt like I needed a rematch. So
oh,
The whole reason you brought him?
That's
yeah.
why it was Perfect Dark.
now it's Killer Instinct.
I'm sorry, Killer Instinct. Yeah, Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Oh, Killer Instinct.
So
Yeah. Juan was the champ of. Was it? Yeah, right. He was the champ of KI2.
dude, I ran KI2 for Juan and Chip, and both of them bailed.
That's right. I remember Chippy B was saying how good he was at KI.
he beat Juan at last year at the Rumble.
The Rumble, and then I guess maybe
And then
Juan took some
won
notes,
at
and then he
Wombash.
won Wombash.
So now we gotta have a triple threat.
Yep.
You know what I forgot we forgot to do is we didn't explain what the Kumite was.
Well, you can't tell people what the Kumite is.
I
It's a
mean,
secret.
it is a secret, but this is our podcast that we're going to reveal. So
Yeah.
Do you have the logo or the picture of the invitation?
I actually do.
Are we allowed to put that up?
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be a quick photo. So I'll give you
Okay.
guys a quick, like the quick and dirty of it. So, our friend here, Ryan, stealthily sent us invitations. All right, and I thought that I was getting a letter from some sort of senator or whatever, right? But inside the letter was this right here, an invitation to the Kumite, a tournament of sorts, and which we're discussing right now, of to see who's the best gamer on these specific games, right? And it was a round robin, or not like tournament style, like wait, was it? How do you explain that, or like how it was bracket?
Uh, it was an 8 bracket tournament, but we did it. We did a round robin generator, so everybody played everybody the same amount of times, and everybody was first player and second player the same amount of time, so everything was equal. And then we just had people choose a random number, which determined their placing in the bracket. And I know you said it determined the best gamer in that specific game, but the real goal was to determine the best gamer overall. And I haven't looked at the results yet, but I'm pretty sure this tournament did just that. But we'll have to take a look at the results.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Well, so far, just for clarification, in Perfect Dark, I'm sorry, this is Killer Instinct. Ryan was the winner, and in Perfect Dark, John came in at number 1. So we have it tied 1 apiece with these two guys.
All right. Yeah, and for me and with Killer Instinct, I believe I fought John, right? Who did I play?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I played John, and my goodness, it was. I love that game. I love Killer Instinct. I played like I remember having my thumb be sore from like trying to do the combos uh during that game, but my goodness, like I don't remember anything of that game, and it was disappointing my performance. But you know, I'm glad that the right person did win at the end of that one.
The
Did
What
moves
the
the
that
hell
Four
does that
Locos
mean?
have anything to do with it?
Hmm?
Did the Four Locos have anything to do with it?
Oh, I don't know. I think
Okay.
it could have been. You know, we'll never know because at the time, you know, I was just I was seduced by hospitality, and I didn't think about it. I don't know. It could have been.
I feel like it was a setup to weaken you.
It could have been, you know, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, Killer Instinct. Wait, John, you won Killer Instinct, right?
No, that was Ryan.
No, I got
Oh,
second. Yeah, that's what I
then
said when you said the right person won. I'm like,
then I
what
take
the
that
hell does
back.
that mean?
I take it back.
but Killer Instinct isn't one of those games you can just pick up and play again. It's not Street Fighter where the inputs are the same and things like that. The inputs are very different than other fighting games. So
Yeah,
even if you have, say, good fundamentals, like John said, it's the moves are so unique that it's definitely a different beast than other fighting games.
yeah, yeah. It's really tough. It's a different type of fighting game. Just like trying to pick up Mortal Kombat, like coming from like Street Fighter, it's very different. So
Like,
yeah,
what the fuck is this block button?
I
Why is
remember.
there a block
I
button?
will say I played the Xbox One version like a lot, and well, I'm talking like a lot, and it was so good. But my skills did not transfer back.
Oh yeah, they fine tuned it. I really liked the Killer Instinct on the remake or was it Killer Instinct whatever 3 or I think they just
Yeah,
Yeah.
just 2016 I think is the official name, or
yeah.
2013 I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what
very
year it
much
is, but
enjoyed
yeah.
it too. I even had the Killer Instinct arcade stick. Um,
Hmm.
and I did that mainly because back then, for PC games, I wanted to be able to play Killer Instinct, but also play it on the PC because they were I couldn't find arcade stick that was compatible with my PC. So the one that worked at the time, right, were the Xbox official Xbox ones because it was made by Microsoft. So that's why I got that one. I got rid of that after because you know all the PlayStation ones started being more compatible and more Windows friendly. Um, but yeah, because I never touched my Xbox One, to be honest. I played Killer
Hmm.
Instinct. That was it, and it was like yeah free, I think.
Yeah, you had
Well,
to like pay for characters. Let's not get off sidetracked here.
Yeah,
yeah,
That
I
was
mean,
my bad. I brought that up. Yeah, well,
spe-
that's for Wombash 3 is the Killer Instinct 2016.
yeah. Speaking of free, the next game was Diddy Kong Racing, which I again ran away with in dominant fashion. So I think we can just skip that game. Just
what do you mean? Just
unless you want
skip
to talk
that
about it.
game.
Unless
Let's
do you
talk.
do you have
Do
something to
we want to
say?
talk about it or
I mean,
I thought you wouldn't want to talk about it, but let's talk about it.
I mean, why
I
would
mean,
we
I hadn't
skip
played it
it?
in so long.
I
All right,
had no idea what I was doing, and I got wait. How far did I get?
you got second
I
place.
got second place.
yeah, you got second place.
I never played that before in my life, so I was more
Yeah.
of a what's it called Mario
Mario
Kart,
Kart.
yeah, person. So that one was new to me, but
It's it's the superior one player game for
one player.
racing game. It's
That's
better
true
than
though. The
Mario
adventure
Kart.
mode is baller in that game.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hmm.
it's more fun to play solo than Mario Kart 64. But
Yeah, that's true.
Soon we get to the real games of the Kumite coming up, man. Not all these games that are rated in Ryan's favor here.
whoa, bro.
Whoa.
Well,
I will say, Diddy Kong Racing was a Wombash classic back in the days, where the original members were constantly playing this game, and we squashed it. We got every character. I don't remember how to play the game, which is why I got eliminated in the first round right there.
it's an underrated game. Mario Kart gets all the credit for 64 racing game, but I think Diddy Kong is a superior game.
Mm.
All right, all right.
But probably the surprise of the night for at least me was when we got to Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I bought this game about 20 years ago, and I was like, "Oh, I haven't played this in 20 years. Like, let me play this. I'm sure these guys have never played it." And then come to find out, we got two fucking pros out of nowhere
Oh, we like
who are fucking
Tatsunoko. That game's
amazing at
great.
this game. So I'll let Ken and John talk about their performance because they blew everyone else away.
I mean, my performance was great until I just threw like 2 matches in a row at the end. It was terrible, but
What
it was
happened there?
fun. The tag button killed me because if you press back and tag, it tags them in. But I just wanted to use their buttons to support me, so like I busted out to twice it happened. I had tank a man out, and I wanted to switch him out to get some health, and then I was like, oh, I'll use this support, and sure enough, I lose half a health bar, and it happened twice.
I mean,
So I'm still salty about that a month later.
I hear you there, and I audibly said while we were playing in the final, I said, "Why would you swap him out?"
Because I didn't mean to.
I was just like, "Well, I'm sorry, bro. Like I've got to take
No,
it,
go for the win.
when it comes down to it, like me and John had a fairly competitive match when it came down to it. And I think that's the difference between when you are fighting somebody like who knows what they're doing. It comes down to making those small mistakes, and capitalizing on those mistakes like people make. Just like in modern fighting games now, if you don't play perfect, you know, uh, you're gonna get punished, right? And that's why they call it punish.
So John got punished.
Yeah, he got punished
Yeah,
for
like like
just good.
controls.
Yeah, for controls. But it is
No,
what
I
it
mean
is.
I act salty about it, but it was an awesome. I loved the set so much. I loved loved to lose. It was great, but I'm just mad at myself really.
And,
Yeah, should have been me.
I mean, yeah, if I didn't take that, I think what the points would have been. Well, we can discuss that later. But yeah, I was happy that I got to. I performed pretty well. I'm glad that I bought that game 20 years ago, so I knew kind of how to do it, kind of how to play. So yeah.
John,
And
any
then
Yeah, I
comments?
mean it was. Oh, just that I loved it, and I'm glad it was there, and I'll happily play it in the future. It's I mean that game's awesome. I want my run back. I want to not lose to me being bad. I always like when I lose to my opponent being better, which Ken was. Let's be honest. In that last round, he downloaded me. He waited for he knew I was like he knew I was emotional. I was mad about losing the health bar, and he was just reacting to it was a good loss. I'll get over it one day, but not
One
anytime
day,
soon.
one day.
All right, so these are the results. So right now we're at 2 Ryan, 1 John, and 1 Ken at this
and
point in the tournament.
At this point in this tournament, and my goodness, we were having a lot of fun, just hanging out, being just talking trash, and just like hanging out with each other. It was a really good time, especially like throughout the night. So
Yeah.
Dude, what about those Greek sandwiches my wife made though?
Oh man,
Oh,
they're
dude, I didn't even
incredible.
let
I
those go, but
wanted to
they're
take some home,
amazing.
man. I think there was none left at the end.
Oh, dude, also the cake, the chocolate coconut cake. Holy crap, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Well, one thing I won't ever get over is the next game we played.
Ah,
Talk about fucking bullshit. So, who do you guys remember who you played? So, the next game is We Play, where you play a variety of mini games.
this is a real game right here for men.
This is a real game for men. So we did 3 different games. We did cow race, shooting, and then fishing. And
I
do you guys have a favorite game?
I hated that whole thing. I even was saying, listen, I said my Wii controller's not working. It's not my Wii controller's not. I was saying it. I couldn't aim for shit. I don't know why
I was
the Wii is how it is.
Ken was the
I had the
four-legged beast, so
opposite.
he just couldn't stop shaking.
I had the opposite. I loved Wii Play. I've never, believe it or not, I've never played Wii Play before. I work in a video game store. It's kind of my go-to game when testing out controllers, but never actually played it. I was very sad my buy was the cow racing game because that looked like the most fun, and I didn't get to play it,
It wasn't
which
most
made me
fun.
sad.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Unfortunately, I lost that cow racing game. I think I remember
wanted to
getting
play it.
destroyed by Mr. Hunter.
And then we get to the finals, which is fishing. And
Another real, the best game.
That was hilarious.
Dude, how did you put that fish out of your ass, John?
Dude,
So-
I played a lot of Breath of Fire 3. It's a big fishing game. It just comes naturally. to me.
Imagine this. Imagine you. This is Ryan. Man, he's getting there. He's getting all these fish. This guy had what, 15 fish or something like that, right? You know how many?
It was okay.
It was a good amount of fish.
4, 5.
Yeah, and this man, John, and we're watching, and we're just like, what's happening? What's going on? And I watched this man catch 4 fish and win the whole thing.
excuse me, 4 fish?
Oh,
It was one giant fish.
oh,
He caught 1 giant fish for double points to fucking win the thing. One
I mean,
fish.
I caught more than one, but that one, I caught the important one is what matters.
You caught 2, and one of them gave you negative points. You caught the bad fish.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did.
You caught
Look, it's all
13
skill,
fish.
okay?
He skillfully selected when he would pull the big fish, because he let you get all the other things and then got 1 fish. John, explain yourself.
I'm a god. I don't know what else to say. The results speak for themselves. So. I mean, look who's number 1. That's just, you can't debate with numbers and facts like that. It's on paper.
It is. So this is the results of the Wii Play.
This is the tortoise and the hare. I waited very patiently with a lot of skill and got the right fish, while Ryan just took whatever he could get.
Damn.
Well, congrats on your win, asshole. But
It feels good. I'm not gonna lie. It still feels good.
next game was actually one of my more favorite games of the night, and probably one of my more favorite sets was the first round I had against Ken. We were playing Samurai Shodown 6. And talk about sweaty matches, just back and forth and switching characters, and I mean
it was good. My palms started getting sweaty. It was like, because there was a lot on the line as the night went on. You're just like, man, I can't lose this next round, or I need these points, And with Samurai Shodown, we just like we went. We went back and forth, and it was really close. It had me sweating. I had my heart pumping. It was a really good match. I really liked it, even though I lost. I lost the on the first round. I still was just like, damn. It was just, I got unlucky, that I had to fight Ryan first. So
Definitely my favorite game of the night. I will say that.
That
You
was a
want to talk
fun
to your
game.
performance, John?
Yeah, I know. It's I'm sitting there like I've never played Samurai Showdown 6 before. So I'm Googling like who's the easiest to use character. And everyone's like, "Hey, you can just use Charlotte." And I'm sitting there like, "All right." And then I picked her up and yeah, just she came naturally to me and felt good. I went pretty much my first round against Juan with the little monkey was the hardest one. Or was that the
Actually,
second? I can't remember.
that was your second round.
That my second? Okay,
You
that
played
was the
against
hardest. And then you
you played against
switched. I don't know why
Douglas.
you switched. You should have
I
stayed
don't
with the
know why I
monkey.
switched too. I should have stayed the
Yeah,
monkey. It was,
the monkey was your,
what was
and
his name? Um,
Paku
that's right,
Paku?
Doug. I got
Paku
the end.
Paku. Paku
Yeah, that
Paku.
monkey was like, dude, that was your best shot. And but
I
between
blew it.
Doug and that, and I got to learn by the time I got to Ryan, and I felt so good with that character. It was I've been playing the newest Samurai Showdown thanks to Kumite. It's a great game, and I noticed everyone had a fighting game shirt but me, so I had to order something and to celebrate this occasion.
hmm.
So give me one sec. Please hold. Please hold.
Holding.
Oh my! I'm so bad with cell phones. I'm getting old.
Don't make a move.
Holy crap!
Don't make a sound.
Okay, okay. All right. So somebody with a camera can see in our podcast channel there. Please hold. Did I post?
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, that's my new T-shirt.
All right, give me one sec. Let me see.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. So I have my Charlotte T-shirt. I'll wear it the Kerfluffle.
Oh my goodness. All right, give me one sec. Let me show them what we got here.
It's my favorite character of all time. I did not find out about her about a month ago. It's
Are you playing her in the new one?
oh yeah, dude. She's great in that one too. They actually made her better.
huh.
I
Okay.
highly recommend everyone play the new one. It's
Yeah, I
good,
think
man.
she was pretty top tier when it released, I remember.
All right. This is the T-shirt, y'all. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
That's
You
my
didn't
trophy I
show.
made for myself.
Very cool. Samurai Showdown was really competitive. Uh, yeah, well, I think like one of the most competitive matches that we had, or like in terms of everybody.
You feel the hits in that game, like damage is so high, and that so like any mistake, it's a little slower game, but when you whiff and get countered, you fucking feel it. So
Yeah, if you don't know how to pick up your weapon, you're effed, bro.
It's just jab, by the way.
Well, I know now. I was sitting there like, how do I pick up my weapon? How do I pick up my weapon?
but next game was Capcom versus SNK 2, and we did kind of a different tier ranking. So each round we we got a tier list from the one and only Jay Wong, and we worked our way up the tier list. So we started with trash tier characters, then B rank characters, and then we did A and S rank all in one for the final round. And whew, I mean, the thing I want to talk about first is Carlos and Ken's first match.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Because
Yo,
That
I
was the
ran
best
into
match, man.
I ran into John. I ran into John first match. Was not really anyone you want to go against first match, but we're sitting there playing on. We're both sitting there like sweating, fucking doing work, and all I hear is Ken talking to Carlos, and Carlos. He's like, "All right, Carlos. After I beat you, who should my next team be?" Ken was completely looking past Carlos and just asking him for advice on who his next team should be after he
disrespect,
inevitably
man.
wins.
That's not how it went, though.
That's exactly how it went.
No, it's
He
not.
kept asking me which character do you think is going to be good on the next set, and like, dude, we're about to play each other. You're already planning your set after me,
No,
and,
but
and so then we start our match, and I did pretty well. I felt pretty confident, but then during like the last round, John kept spitting into Ken's head, like basically saying,
Oh,
like,
this is
dude,
true. This is funny.
why are you doing that? Like, you should pick a different character. Like, there's no way you should be letting him, jabbing you and then rolling around and then crossing you up. And then Ken got heated, and then he was like, all right, that's it, all right. So he starts picking a different set of characters and completely washed me on the second round. And I was just surprised. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was like a deer with headlights. And third round was it, and I helped him plan out his next set of characters against against Ryan, which is pretty funny.
it was it like it was. I don't know. Just something happened in my head when he was talking to me. I was just like, he's right, man. Like I'm messing up. I'm not doing my fundamentals. I'm not playing how I'm supposed to. And then I was just like, all right, bet. And then just was like, okay. And I think it was the Four Loco. I think I was having fun. And then I was like, no more fun.
And
What?
one of my favorite moments was my match against Doug there. And Doug was the newcomer of the group. So, no training wheels for anybody, and I had to do a raging demon on him to
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Oh yeah.
Twice.
The
Twice.
Yeah, I
disrespect.
completely forgot about that.
The poor dog.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Speak of disrespect, man.
Well, we saw it too. He got him the first time with the raging demon, right? And then the second time he was doing it, if you played enough Street Fighter, you know how to do those inputs, right? And you know what happens when people whiff it, the input. So we saw that input and we were just like, you trying to do it again? You trying to get him again? And he did. He got him again.
Yo, and when he got him again the second time, I saw that smirk in your face as you turned around, dude.
I will say, when you hit somebody with the raging demon, it is disrespect, but it's also like, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool way to get, to finish somebody.
For the record, Doug, we love you. We're not trying to talk trash. We're just recapping the moment. So,
Yeah,
just
I'm
letting you
with
know,
you,
buddy.
Doug, bro. Disrespect, bro.
Nah.
We
Respect
won't tell anyone, dog.
respect for all the gamers, but I had to bring that up.
Hey, if you like, that it goes to show, like, with confidence, with your like abilities, like, this is the kind of stuff that you do with confidence. Like, you watch professional matches, like, why would he do that? You don't need to do that, and then they just do it, like, just because they can. So I props to your confidence, man, and props to Doug for keeping up too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Doug did real good considering he hadn't played a lot of those games.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and like a new environment with like newer people, like who he doesn't really, who he hadn't played like fighting games with, So, and he's a cool dude, so good time.
Definitely. Well,
So
again,
these are the results.
me and Ken faced off in the finals, and I clutched it out with my expert Blanca play.
Ah,
But
bro, I hate how patient you are when it comes down
He
to
is a
like
patient man.
charge characters. Like, I was telling him at the Kumite, I'm like, he plays like he's he plays like late 90s 2000s Japanese like fighting game players. They're very patient, they tower. um I still play aggressive, and that's how I like to play. And he came in and he just like studied my game and just outplayed me. So props. I can't not give you props for that shit. So
I talked about it when we were talking about the characters we hate fighting in Gal and stuff like that. If I'm playing a Gal, I'll get a life lead and I'll go sit on the other side of the screen. I'll sit there for 90 seconds because I'm winning. I don't have to do anything, right?
yeah.
You have to change your gameplay to come at me. No. No.
Yeah,
But
and that's my weak point. So
I think your weak point is that you're really good with lower tier characters in the Capcom vs SNK specifically. So once we got to the top tier characters, that's not they didn't have anyone in your wheelhouse at that point. So like you're probably better with B or trash tier characters than you were at S and A tier characters.
Dude,
And
you're
with
Rio.
that out of the way, I want to bring up my great conspiracy of this is rigged. So if you'll notice the brackets for Capcom vs SNK2, his biggest opponent for Ryan, the man who hosted the tournament, is Ken, and he knows Ken's good with the bottom tier characters. So he makes sure Ken has to go up against Carlos, who's strong. And then let's say Carlos had won, he would have had to go up against Juan, who's also notoriously very good at Capcom vs SNK2.
That's right.
So this bracket looks rigged, which brings us to our next game, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which has an equally rigged bracket where I
You assholes chose your own number. It's not my fault.
I don't remember choosing a number.
I asked everybody to choose a number. I have it in a text group.
Yeah, you took the numbers and ignored them completely. This is
Fuck out of here.
I'm calling conspiracy shenanigans here. So I had to fight Ken in round 1. So I have to blow all my best characters just to get past round 1. Round 2, I got to get past Carlos. And I have to blow my second best characters. And I'm just sitting there struggling. And I finally make it to Ryan. Ryan goes up against Joe's pretty good, but he can save his characters. Doug's never played the game, so another break. But Ryan's all good. He's making it to the finals. He's got all the characters he could possibly need. It was a nice breeze. I'm sitting there. There's a boulder attached to my back while climbing up a hill. I'm struggling to get there. I'm thirsty. I got no water. And I proceed to get my butt kicked in the finals because this was a rigged event. And I lost by 2 points because of it.
3 points.
So I demand a third-party judge next year to make the bracket.
Wait,
Deal.
so 3 points. That means that if he had won Tatsunoku, would that have made
That wouldn't
It's
have
only
mattered.
one
No, I
vote
would have had to
point.
do better in
Oh, it's
Diddy
one
Kong
vote.
and Capcom vs SNK.
So every win, so again, I don't think we ever mentioned this. This is a point-based system, so every win that you get is worth 1 point. So if you win the whole thing, you get 3 points for each game, 2 points for second place, 1 for getting out of pools, and then 0 if you lost. So, you can make the bracket next year, bro. I'm cool with that.
You know what? I will make a bracket next year. If you
Dude,
give me
I had to make these fucking brackets 15 times because people kept dropping out and changes and stuff like that. So you are perfectly welcome to make the bracket.
I will make the MVC2 bracket next year.
just that one.
I'm pretty sure there's a generator online for it.
It's by the way, this is mostly joking. I don't actually the great conspiracy.
Yeah, he said,
But it is funny to bring up nonetheless.
He said mostly. He said mostly.
I said mostly.
I mean, look at the attendees. Who's an easy match? Everybody's good. Like no, I had 0 easy matches.
It was. I think it was just how the dice fell that day. It looks like it's a conspiracy. It looks like it. But the fact of the matter is, like, he performed well when he had to. He won where he needed, and it was fairly close.
And I
I
mean,
demand asterisks.
Ken won one game and gets to the finals because that's how the chips fell, right?
Yep.
Like everybody got buys, everybody got, you know.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, no. It was good. It was it was very good. Even though, like it hurts to lose, but dude, like it was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah, I had a great
Yeah, it
time.
was
It was
truly
awesome.
awesome. It was
it's good playing some of the what I consider the best fighting games of all time, at least Capcom versus SNK, Marvel vs. Capcom, with people that are fucking good, and especially people who approach the game differently. I think ever since Ken joined the group, Ken's from the West Coast. They play differently than us. They play different characters than East Coast people. They're. I didn't really think there was a difference, but there's definitely a difference between playstyle and who they play, and um, I like that. It gives us more variety, and I like being challenged and getting my ass kicked because it makes me want to try harder and get better and level up with you guys. So
yep, that's fighting games, man. It's you'll lose 100 times, but you'll be so good.
Oh yeah, it's not a lose; it's a learning experience. That's how I take it. Because you're like a lot of times you're like, I didn't know you could do that, or I didn't know that combo. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. And then just the way that you guys play, like with the variety that we have, it's really good for us to just be better and be more competitive. And I'm glad like all of us are pretty competitive. Like so yeah, it's really cool.
and I like doing different things like that. So instead of playing straight top tiers, instead of playing the same 8 characters in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, we playing lower tier characters, and like we did a ratio match, which again we used Justin Wan's list of ratio matches, and you only get 7 points to build your team. So top characters are worth 5 points. If you pick one of them, you're and John actually did that for one of his teams. He actually went 5-2-0 and picked a role and got the win, right?
Dude, I had to, man. It was
I
hard.
yeah, in the very beginning I was like, oh god, I gotta fight John first. I gotta pick my I and
That
then
was mine when I saw Ken. I was like, oh shit.
I was like, shit, I have to pick Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom is like basically the only person that I'm really super comfortable with. And I was like, shit, like if I have to use him now, and even if I had beat John, let's say I beat John, I wouldn't have beat whoever was next, like Juan.
Carlos, man. Yeah, you had to use your carrot. That's why you know, it's hard.
Yeah,
It's fun. That's what makes it fun.
yeah, it's different. It makes me want to play more characters, to be honest.
Makes me want to rig the brackets.
All right, guys, for the
Well,
finals, it's all trashed here.
well, I mean, John, you got your chance. You're actually hosting the next event, the
Yeah, yeah.
John Kerfluffle, so you have the chance to rig the bracket. Seems like you're doing it with the game selections.
Dude, true story.
Um,
This is you don't know what a sacrifice. I could have chose 6 games that I get
What a
first pick and no
sacrifice.
question. But I'm sitting there like we need variety. Like, I would never put MVC 2 in there. I would put MVC 3 and just smoked all of you, no questions.
oh,
But
what? A
I'm like,
word?
But yeah, no, this is me sacrificing for people. This is dude. If I wanted to, I had like a list of 6 games. I'm like, I can do this and I can get first in all of them. But I don't want to do that.
So,
So
what we have so far that you've revealed for the kerfluffle, right? I'm looking at your photo here. Hold on, let me bring this up.
yeah, it's important to bring it up.
I'm bringing up the this.
Wait. Before you bring it up,
Oh
so
God, I
before you.
brought it up already.
Oh damn. Oh no, that's fine. You know what? Let's save it there. And then I'll added a 4th game to it that you can announce.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
okay,
okay.
okay, yeah.
This is
Let's
gonna
hear it.
be again. This is I had to compromise. I'm poor, so I can't afford Mortal Kombat 1. So at Kerfluffle, we're gonna go back to MKX for our 4th game.
MKX.
That's correct. Which happens to be on the Humble
Wow.
Bundle. which
Okay.
is the game I put the most hours into, so that's why I chose it.
Okay. All right. So
You just said you're sacrificing.
let's
I said, look, I saved $70 and I get a game I put over 300 hours in.
all
I'm
right.
feeling pretty good.
So here's the breakdown of the Kerfluffle that's coming up. Yes, that is a picture of John in a Lelouch cosplay. Um, the first game announced was Street Fighter 6, which I've actually put a little bit more time into. I believe the last time when we hung out and we played, I was like, okay, I see how people are playing, and like so I have a little more excitement towards it, right? Because in the beginning, Street Fighter 6, I was very much like, I'm not a really big fan. But after playing with you guys, I'm like, okay, I'll put in the work. I'll put in to learn a little bit more. Then we have Marvel versus Capcom 2 as the second game, and then Samurai Showdown. Is that the first one?
No, this is the new one,
Then
2019.
the 2019 Samurai Showdown, and then just like John said earlier, we found out it's a Mortal Kombat X, where we I've never played that game,
Oh, that's good to hear.
so
Never played that game.
Oh, good. This is the one I put the most in.
yeah, you better win. I'm gonna practice.
I'm hoping, but I haven't played it in like a decade, right? So, but this is me. I'm trying to get games from all across. I mean, I'm getting a lot of new ones, but I'm gonna announce another. We gotta hurry along. I gotta keep announcing them. We're gonna have a new one on Monday.
Okay.
It's gonna be another newer one. It's gonna be a game that I'll talk about now. We're gonna have a wheel at the Kerfluffle, and the first example of the Kerfluffle, if you want to put it up there, with my amazing MS Paint skills, as you all can see in the Lelouch picture, is using Ryan's ratio / Justin Wong's ratio. You will spin the wheel. There's only 1 5 and 1 0 on the wheel. There are 4 1s. There are 4 2s. There are 2 3s and 2 4s. You will get your team every round. You'll spin to see which ones you get. If you end up getting 0 twice, you'll get a free choice.
So you could pick 5.
You can, well, yeah. If you hit 5, there's only one on the wheel. You can pick any 5.
But if you hit 0 twice, you can pick a 5.
Yeah, absolutely. But you will have roll on your team. Just know that it's.
So we have to spin the wheel. So if I get a
You'll
2,
spin it 3 times.
I gotta pick someone from the 2 tier, correct?
Correct.
So I could have a 15-point team.
It's astronomically possible. I mean, it's unlikely, but it is possible.
So I could hit that 5 3 times. Correct?
Yep. You could also get 3 1s. You can technically get 2 1s and a 0. It's all about luck.
Well, my Mingo's pretty sweet, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, see, I knew you'd like the wheel, so there's gonna be another game that uses the wheel, and that I'll announce Monday.
Okay.
And that'll be a less it's more of a funny way of using the wheel, but it's gonna use the wheel regardless. And then there might be a mystery, if we have time, a mystery 7th game where I fill the wheel out with random stuff and we just spin it to play in a tournament. But I want to see how many people sign up, see if it's plausible to get 7 games. Probably won't be, but it's there.
Okay.
Is this going to be a best of 3?
So MVC2 is going to be best 2 out of 3.
Okay.
When you spin, I maybe I'll discuss with you all. Do you think you should get to keep your team if you win? Or do you think you have to spin the wheel in between each round?
Spin every time.
Yeah, I think spinning it's a lot more fun that way. It's not
Mhm.
just like,
Yeah,
haha,
okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
And
Then we
so-
can complain how rigged it was on the next podcast.
Hey, well, I mean, it's gonna be like Ryan and me in the finals, and Ryan will get 3 5s. I'll get like one, and I'll be like, no. But that's half the fun, is that it will be somewhat random. But I believe that if you are good enough, you could win with 3 1s over somebody using a bunch of 5s. But
I don't.
it just depends.
I don't. The tier list in that game is so extreme that I think someone random coming on off the street that has Cable, Sentinel,
Okay, you have
Iron
to
Man.
understand the possibility of getting more than 1-5.
I'm just
Well,
saying. I'm just saying. Like, if someone gets lucky, like in this game, it matters. I think
yeah,
the
but
tier list in this game is extreme.
but there are in fact 14 spots of the wheel, and only one out of the 14 is a 5. Now, technically, the 0 you could pick a 5 if you landed on it, but you'd have roll on your team, so it's not, Don't if anyone rolls 3 5s on this multiple times, then they're cheating. And we have
How would
strict
you
rules against
cheat?
cheating. Oh, people can spin the wheel and manipulate,
I'm gonna bring some magnets.
Dude, I say, yeah, dude, ask casino managers. They know how people can cheat.
Is this an actual wheel or is it
It's a physical. This is the wheel, is what it looks like.
physical
Juan
wheel?
has it at his house.
Yes,
I
it is a
verified that
physical.
it will work. It has
That's
it's going to be a
awesome.
physical wheel we're going to spin, and it's going to
I
be
need to
hectic.
get one. I need to get one of those wheels.
I was funny. I was going to buy one. I was telling Juan about my idea. He's like, I think I have one. Sure enough, he goes in his closet and he has the exact wheel I wanted to buy. I was like, holy crap! I was like,
Why do
that
you
will
have a
work for
giant
what I
wheel in
wanted.
your closet?
Don't ask me.
But yeah, so the wheel was very, like I said, I really wanted like my idea for the 7th, which I just don't think we're gonna have time, was I was gonna have things on the wheel like it would say Smash Brothers question mark, but what ended up being is you got to play Brawl with the Wii remotes. And then I put like Street Fighter, and then it would be Street Fighter 1. So I
Oh my
thought that would have
god.
been hectic and fun, but I just don't think we'll have time for it.
Sounds painful.
You don't like Street Fighter 1?
No.
Hell no.
You don't
I
like
hate
1
Or
that
or 10?
game,
Yeah, that game
or
sucks.
Wiimotes.
bruh.
And then we're also gonna have prizes for at the Kerfluffle. As I have a signed art germ poster for Third Strike I got about a decade ago. It's a very nice poster. I also have a copy of Samurai Shodown 2019 for whoever wins that game.
Oh,
And then I'll try to have a prize for every game. And I think trophies aren't plausible. But and this is so a lot of people ask, what if I provide the prizes and then I win? Well, I do have a continuation for this. I ordered custom stickers, and I'll post them in the channel now.
he's
They're
about
very small because this is the sheet that they're being sent at, but you will get a sticker that says a Jonsolation Prize,
Johnson.
and has Juan's favorite picture on it. They're coming tomorrow in the
Yo,
mail. And so if
okay.
you win a very nice Third Strike poster, but I win the tournament, but you're in second, and you're gonna get to take the poster home with you. But it's gonna have a Jonsolation sticker, and I get to choose where to put it on the poster. And if you win my copy of Samurai Showdown, you're gonna get one with my dumb face, and I'm gonna put it right on the cover art. I'm not putting it on the plastic. But you're gonna have a permanent Jonsolation Prize Samurai Showdown.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty good. Oh
So
yeah,
Wow.
please be excited.
I'm excited.
yeah. It's exciting. Like I think everything that I've done with you guys, including the podcast, is really been really exciting. You know, so yeah, this is gonna be really cool. It's fun.
Let's hope the DC boys show up.
Hey, even if they don't, it's okay. Unless they're really good. I want to play against some good people. Like you guys are really good, so I don't foresee myself getting too challenged if it's anybody else. Honestly,
Damn,
Mm.
that's a stroke right there. I mean, I'll take it as a compliment, but true
Eh,
story. I assumed Ryan was gonna win MVC too, so I was jokingly gonna go to Denny's and get like a $5 off coupon and be like, the winner of Street Fighter gets this poster. The winner of MVC2 gets $5 off at Denny's.
oh, it's gonna be a little bit like for the kerfuffle. Like I'll tell you right now, I've been playing MVC two. I'm practicing with a bunch of different combos or
Well, now
like
that you
in
know about the
people.
wheel, you can use probability to know what you can. I mean, I would get
I'm just
really
gonna
good with the
practice
one poster.
Marrow. I'm just gonna practice Marrow and like a bunch of trash people, bro. Like I love playing trash characters. because they're just so awkward. They're so awkward to
This
play
you'll get a
against.
1 or 2 on your team, like probably, because I mean, most of the wheel is 1 or 2.
Yeah, but so we've gone over the John Kerfuffle. We went over the Kumite. We have, so we talked a little bit about the next Juan Bash. Then I guess what else we have? What are you?
We just had the Nick Bash friendlies a couple weekends ago, I believe, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It was just us four and Nick, obviously Nick Bash. We played a little bit of six, and that's where you got to experience it more. Took a liking to it, and then we did some third strike, which was pretty awesome to see John playing it. And was it? It wasn't Nick's first time playing third strike, was it, John?
That was his first time.
It was
Like
his
I
first
played a
time.
lot of third strike. I hadn't played it in. Sorry, I hadn't played it in about like a couple of years, man. Ever since the PS3 360 version came out,
Mm,
it was nice to play it again. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I was sad with my showing.
I
Nick Nick was loving it. He was he
ooh,
was he was adjusting and as you would say, downloading everybody's play style. And at the end of the night, I mean, he was doing pretty well
man,
with Hugo, man.
bruh. He embarrassed me. Like he parried. What did he parried one shot and finished me. Like it was so sick. Like I was coming up. I think. Oh no, I just did. I think I did a fierce or something, and he was in the air. He parried it and then high kicked me, and it just looked so cool to end to end the match. And I was just like, I can't. Like that was sick. I didn't see that parry coming.
It was crazy. I mean, I was like, I forgot the name of the moveset, but it's the one where it's a command grab where he grabs you, he throws you across the screen, juggled you, and then he jumped, picked you up, and body slammed you into the ground. I mean, I was like, whoa! I was just surprised because I just told him, oh yeah, Nick, there's a juggle that he has, and I explained it to him, and he just downloaded it right away, and boom, just it was crazy.
Yeah, very dangerous. Dangerous individual Nick is when it comes down
Yeah,
to like give him. I think give him enough time on something, he'll surprise you.
He's a
yeah,
grappler god, man. I
yeah. He
know.
was like,
Yeah. Get ready for. I saw Blaze Blue at Wombash 3. He
oh,
plays a mean. I think Tager was his name.
Oh,
Oh
the
man,
big dude.
yeah, dude. He's
oh,
good with
really?
me, man. He's a grappler god, man.
Huh? Oh boy. Then DC boys, man, they're gonna have to watch out for Nick then too. Come Blaze Blue.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's exciting times. We're in exciting times, guys. Mortal Kombat 1.
Ryan, any memories from Nick's friendlies?
Oh man. Uh Get my ass kicked a lot. Well, good matches, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of disrespect from me. I remember. I I like for whatever reason I was just like, oh crap, I was remembering some of my muscle memory from like when I used to play a lot, and would just like with Dudley just getting into people's heads, corner trapping and playing my aggressive game. That's what I remember. Ryan
Yeah, your
Ryan
Dudley's
Ryan was
awesome,
doing
man.
really good.
Yeah, that Dudley was pretty scary. I
It
was
makes me want to play Dudley when I see him play like that. I love the sweep and the punch, man.
yeah. Yeah, dude, was that your second time playing since we did our little online Yumi Ryan? It was? Yeah,
Yeah,
because I was rewatching the video and like you're Dudley from that time and compared to Nick Bash, like it was complete 360. I mean, you were connecting with your juggles, comboing and then your supers. It was incredible.
yeah, and it was only because like the more we played, I was just like, oh,
It's coming back to you. Yeah, even your Ryu. I mean, with the Shoryuken Super.
Oh, and just the random extra,
Yeah.
because that was the whole thing. It's like when we were playing that like long ago, we're like, what kind of extra stuff can we do to like poke or get like that little bit of edge? Because sometimes it comes down to it. So it's like, yeah.
John, anything?
Ryan.
No, I mean, I wish I could stay longer that night.
Oh, that's
I had
right.
my
Yeah,
mom with
you
me,
had to leave.
unfortunately, and I was starting to get into the flow of things. I had to pick Ken just because I was so rusty, which was kind of disappointing, but I feel like I couldn't do my records with Yang or anything, and so I wish I could have stayed and grinded it out more, but it is what it is.
I think Carlos is most improved since we started on our third strike journey. I think he had
Dude.
kind of a character crisis of not knowing who to pick and relying on Hugo, who just has. Hugo's good, but is has so many bad matchups. But then, like, your Urian is getting incredible. So I think One Bash 3 is going to be.
Yeah.
Like half the bracket, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I gotta face this person half like first round, like fuck, like
You did it to yourself.
like
Yeah.
that's gonna be an intense tournament, and like first round, nobody's getting off easy.
I know I'm gonna do some serious third strike practice for Wombash 3. I wanna be able to compete, but I'm so rusty.
I think that's a testament to Ryan though, because Ryan like is really good like all around with like a good amount of different characters, and like seeing Ryan play like lights a fire in like I think the people that he's playing against, because you see how well he does and how consistent he is. That it makes you like learn from that, and you don't we don't get better just because we're practicing with randos, right? We get better at playing each other because we see Ryan's uh uh like what works for Ryan or what he doesn't do, and you learn from that, and then vice versa. When we get better, Ryan learns from that, or Juan will learn from that, or John will learn from that, and then we just get better, and our matches will improve. And a big part of it is because Ryan's really good and consistently plays like a lot of fighting games, so he has a lot of knowledge to bring. And like I'm like a sponge, Juan's like a sponge, John's like a sponge. We're watching you, man.
I know Juan's getting real good at Street Fighter 6. His Pocket Luke was really good.
we we had a friendly match uh this week.
I heard about it, man.
Shut up, John. So I think I'm playing Carlos. So like I'm sitting there playing, and uh like I picked my Honda first, who I'm maining in the first match, and like I win. So I'm just like, oh, we're fucking around. I'll pick some random characters, and then he switches to Luke. I'm like, he doesn't play Luke. I'm like, wait. And then I just get my fucking ass kicked, and I'm like, and like he's using EX moves constantly. He's fucking doing drive impact all the time. I'm like, this isn't Carlos.
Yes, it was. He's good.
He is good, but that's not his playstyle. I know his playstyle. He is good, but I was like, this is fucking John.
I was so mad. I dropped the one match you won against me. I dropped my level 3. I tried to get fancy. I should have just done like a sure. I was very mad. I was not happy.
Yeah, I think me and Juan have very similar like styles when it comes down to our play, and how we learn. Um, I can see like Juan, uh, like watches what we're doing and like adapts. Like he's really good at adapting. I don't really adapt that much. I just force my play. But uh, what? Because like when I was fighting Juan, it was just like, all right, he's. I'm trying to predict what he's doing because that's how I like to do it, and I force like my response. But he won't do it. He'll change it up, and I'm like, God damn it. And I'll get frustrated because I see that, and that's a good skill to have, to be like fluid like that. So it's crazy. I can see him like getting really a lot better uh in terms of fighting and learning because he's making his own playstyle. So it's cool. Me, I'm set in my ways. I don't know.
I'm a very impatient player, so Ryan's kind of my nemesis because he's very, very, very patient. Like it drives me nuts. There's so many times where I'm like, I can finally bait it out, you know? But nope, he waits.
Yeah. That's what, like my Elena play, I just go to the other side of the stream heal.
I
Start
dude,
all
I
over.
I remember saying like I think what it was at the Kumite. I was like, "Oh, you're just gonna wait it out? You're just gonna wait out the clock, man?" uh, I mean, that's a
The W.
strategy.
Yep.
People are like, "Oh man, that sucks." Like I remember,
No, no, man. And if it works, it works. In fighting games, there's nothing's cheap.
a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh," like at tournaments and stuff like that, like at anime conventions and stuff. People would get mad at the playstyles because they're not exciting, like the patient tower kind of playstyles, because it's not exciting because they're not constantly attacking, right? They're just waiting and countering. But just like in boxing too, people don't like those counter punch kind of people because they're just waiting the whole time, you know. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean Floyd Mayweather, you know. There's Mike Tyson and there's Floyd Mayweather.
yeah,
I mean, Justin Wong, he's my favorite fighting game player of all time. He's probably the best overall fighting game player of all time. The amount of games he plays, he fucking times people out constantly. He's the lamest player out there, and you know, like watching Justin Wong, you're like, I could do this, like, because he doesn't do combos, right? He's not like he's not
Yeah, yeah,
there.
he's, you know,
he's not doing the
Like
fancy like.
he's fundamentals, the player.
like if you watch someone do a 20 hit combo, you're like, I can't ever do that. But if you watch Justin Wong, you're like, I could do that, but no, you couldn't. Like, he would kill that 20-person combo. It's just that he has a different play style.
Yeah,
He's not flashy, but it works.
yeah, he knows that, but he knows that his move has more priority than what you're about to do because he's studied what you're about to do, or he sees your habits. He's a very good player. That's what I've learned from when I played him, long, long, long time ago. But I'm just like, that's not me, bro. I like to do all that other shit.
Well, we got anything else we want to talk about tonight, live on the stream?
I think that's it for tonight, man.
All right,
Nope,
well,
yeah.
I think that'll wrap us up for episode 3. See you guys at episode 4. Make an announcement soon of what topic we'll be covering.
All right, sounds good. All right, everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys want to support us, liking and commenting, giving us tips on what we could do better, would be greatly appreciated. And once again, thanks for all the support. I'll wait for John.
Oh, wait.